Did you know Uber's IPO lost more money in its first day than any other tech giant in US history? That's right. When Uber went public in May 2019, Wall Street was holding its breath, and for good reason. Uber was the ride-sharing poster child, the company that redefined urban transport and promised to change the world, or at least, how we get from point A to point B. But as the clock ticked down to that opening bell, the financial world was on edge. Uber's IPO was priced at $45 a share, giving the company a massive valuation of $82 billion. That's bigger than Ford, GM, and Fiat Chrysler combined. But instead of soaring, Uber's stock dipped nearly 8% that very first day, wiping out over $6 billion in value. It was a gut punch. So, what happened? Well, Uber, for all its unicorn hype, was burning cash. Over $1 billion lost in just the previous quarter. Investors started asking the big question: how does Uber plan to ever make a profit? Let's be real, Uber was still the disruptor. The company had revolutionized personal transport, operated in over 60 countries, and booked more than 14 million rides a day. But it was facing lawsuits, regulatory battles, and fierce competition, from Lyft, taxis, even bikes and scooters. The IPO itself was a spectacle. Travis Kalanick, Uber's founder, was ousted in a cloud of controversy, and new CEO Dara Khosrowshahi was tasked with steering the ship. Wall Street wasn't sure if Uber was a tech company, a taxi service, or something in between. The risk was enormous. But for all the drama, Uber's IPO marked a shift. Investors started questioning the old rules. Should fast growth matter more than profits? Should market share trump financial stability? Uber's stumble forced Wall Street to look in the mirror. I remember that day, traders glued to their screens, analysts debating on CNBC, people on Twitter losing their minds. Uber's flop didn't stop other tech IPOs, but it definitely made investors more cautious. And here's the kicker. Even after that rough start, Uber is still here, still evolving, still betting on the future. It's a reminder that investing isn't just about numbers. It's about timing, hype, and the reality check that comes with betting on bold ideas. If you love stories about money, markets, and high-stakes moves, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more.